is half of what Tiberius is. Yeah, she's half.
Hello. And until the pet show starts, I'm gonna be mapping. So we're just gonna be listening into Paladins game stream until the pet show actually starts. This is Seas of Ascension Peak in Team Fortress 2.
Get in here, guys.
I'm in the middle of mapping it.
Earlier, so we won't be playing for as long as we usually do.
Oh, it seems that they are starting the waiting music thing already.
I have you added, dude. Cinnabon. 8980. And Mike. By the way, so a human and a tiger mated. How did I never?
Currently, Star is playing games, I think.
Exclamation mark Sluggies in the chat will bring my name up for you. If you wish to join us when we watch the update show on my channel, feel free to follow me. Exclamation mark Sluggies will bring up my Twitch, my Instagram. My Twitch, my Instagram, and some other social media for you. Two healers, huh? Oh, you're all winning all gold, huh? Oh, never mind. I'm gonna match with Genos. Genos, we match. We're both running some gold. Hot and spicy. You're what? Shut up. Luke is playing? Yep. Can't wait to see the next champ. Honestly, same. I can't wait to see the next champ, but I think I'm more excited for the event passes. Is everyone malfunctioning today? Honestly, I know.
Catch me if you can.
Yes, girl. Yes, Drogos, go gold. Half of our team is gold. Let's go, dude. When they go too hard, I know. Who's on the enemy team? A Maeve, yo. Okay. This team, I'm confident with this team. I want to wreck it, you know? I want to mess people up, for real, for real. Okay. So, it's 12 minutes past. I think we'll stop playing about 1:45, just in case they want to get started. 10 to 50. They usually start 10 to 50 minutes. So we'll stop playing about, yeah. We'll do that, I think. We'll chill and chat and wait for them about maybe 10 minutes before, so that they can be on time. He says that effect on people, Luke, so we understand. Wait, what? Why did I miss? Hi, Queen! I didn't actually say hello to you in the chat. Is it weird that I play Pip like a full healer? No. It's not weird that you... People be hating on Pip to the point that yeah, it's fine that you play Pip and actually heal with Pip. It's fine. How long do the pack shows last? They're usually an hour long. Yeah. The slot is that it's an hour, so I'm assuming that it will just be an hour. Especially since the updates are, although the updates are much more frequent, they're also smaller, so they also need to cover less as well. So I don't really think
Smaller. This patch has like a battle pass, event pass, and a new champion. I don't think that is called smaller.
I do like running healer Sky though, but I don't think we need all of that healing. We need.
Let's comment.
I can use this.
Especially on books, self-heal. My debilitate could be nice. So.
The battle is about to begin.
No one's got Illuminate yet, so I have the upper hand for this first round so far. Let's hope they don't all max it. Honestly, love coming across teams that for the whole match I will bully them and they still don't buy Illuminate.
3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
New event pass in this part. This one sure doesn't feel smaller. Well, event passes are smaller. It's been mentioned that they are smaller than battle passes, but they're more frequent than battle passes. I'm not running Healer Sky. I was gonna try to heal Adrogos.
Hello. What the? Stupid bot. How are you doing? I'll try to fix that later. I'm not actually playing a game right now. I'm waiting for the new pet show for Paladins. New update is coming like in a month. So the show for that is right now. What the hell?
Did I hit my door? Oh, I didn't hit it. Rip. I thought I hit it.
At least it does work, indeed.
See if we can get this Fury up.
Yes.
Listen out for this wave. Lemon Bastion. What a name. Oh, rip, mate.
The patch goes live in about a month, but the show for that is today, in like less than an hour.
Imagine. I should have waited for the Chad or travel first.
That's why you're hearing other noises in the background. I have the stream open, so I would know when the show starts. Do you play Paladins, by the way?
Okay. Oh, this doesn't look good. Where's Genos? I need to try and protect Genos.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Alright.
Paladins is on console as well. It has crossplay with PC too, so...
I hit my dog, but he didn't even hit Grover, he hit Maeve. I mean, I'm not mad at that.
Yep, PS4 too.
Spamming Drogos? Not that I can really say much. I do be spamming sometimes myself, honestly. I do be toxic. Sometimes I be toxic. Don't lie. Ow! Mate, chill. Hell no. Oh my god, thank you, Sarah. You saved my life. You.
Yep. It has crossplay between all 4 platforms. PC, PS4, Switch and Xbox. You can even play them on the newer generation Xboxes too, I think. Not sure though.
That was a great ult service, by the way. That was a great ult. Thank you for the heals, guys. Appreciate it. rock behind me? Excuse me. Damn! That was a shame. Never mind. Never mind, never mind, never mind. It's all good, it's all good. I got my ult again. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine, okay?
Yep,
My sky build is basically a bunch of
it's completely free.
and it works really
I mean,
well for the talent.
there are microtransactions obviously that you can
It's a nice change sometimes.
buy, but yeah, it's free.
As much as I used to, but sometimes it's just a nice change.
No.
It's a nice change.
Let the starlight soothe you. Capture point spawning in 15
Well,
seconds.
hello.
How you doing, Lukey? You absolute beard.
Hello.
We're getting skins more frequently, say less. I know.
3, 2.
Do you think it's gonna be Princess Nico, or do you think he's gonna be decked out in streamer gear?
No.
Gaming gear.
Ah, stupid.
Obliterated. I've been obliterated. Ah!
Enemy killing spree. Enemy double kill. Council that.
I was gonna ult, but then I don't know why I.
Alright, this thing is like...
That was a panic ult. I shouldn't have done that. I thought I still would have got someone. I thought it would have got Maeve actually, but she was too high up. And we're gonna have to tank for a minute, get some people off the point, and then. Never mind. Basha, hello! Hi! Don't worry about it.
If you're wondering what I'm making, then I'm making a map from Paladins over to Team Fortress 2.
She really gets right in my face.
Enemy killing spree.
Get out of my personal space. You're the one that got it into my face, book. The heck? Oh, chill. Oh my god, he's so weird.
Ooh, I like the heels.
Oh, that was a Maeve after me. Get Haven or morale boost? I know you should have morale boost in Sky, but they're really grouped up, so my bomb is basically ideal for this kind of situation.
Enemy killing spree.
Maeve, go away.
That's not being weird. I do that sometimes as well. Yeah.
Yeah, get him, Genos. Gold Genos is so freaking slick, dude. Gold Genos
Have you
is
ever
like-
used hammer or seen hammer being used?
I heard of boxing.
30 seconds remaining.
Here he is.
Present.
Hey, have a dot.
Hits the spot, healer.
15 seconds remaining.
That is me.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Oh? I'm trying to keep the cab, I might not be able to. I literally just pressed my ult word, I'm mad.
Yeah, I'm using a program called Face Rig. It costs a little, but if you know where to get it, you can also find this for free.
Nice one, well done. Well done, guys. Okay, so I'm glad my ult got interrupted, because now I have it for the cat. If we were supposed to play Pip, Io, and Ying, at the moment I love all healers. Furia, Ying. I feel like Ying is really fun. Her healing is so rewarding when you hit her ult. When you hit a heal, it feels great.
Yep,
Yay.
that's exactly why I'm using it.
This is pretty simple to play. I feel like she's still really fun.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
Furia, love Furia. Sweat palms worldwide, I know. Personal space because you don't want slaps in the face.
3, 2,
He'll get one if he keeps getting into my face like that. They put the ball in that. Oh my god, it's so weird.
I like the heels.
That is a star's notification when
Oh, they
someone
have
follows
it
her.
now. Okay.
Her. She's currently on Paladins channel, but after she's done with their games, it's gonna be update time.
I don't really play Cassie, no, not really. Not very often.
On my way.
My notifications are a little bit different.
Got Illuminate too, so I can't even hold point. Oh, okay. I haven't played Fury yet.
A troll
and
from Final Fantasy.
me that much. Fury is super fun to play, especially when you have a pesky flank and they still can't get you because you beam them. It's great. It's a great time. Right, I'm gonna have to play a bit differently now because now they all have quite a lot of Illuminate,
enemy double kill.
so I'm gonna have to be a bit more.
Oh.
careful.
So he's done through with the
Back a little bit.
gremlin thing.
Present.
I just-
Ooh, I like the heels.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play it a bit more safe. But we still need to we still need to do our job and flank, but we're just gonna have to do it a bit. Everyone's so weak. Damn, I wanted to get that dot on Furia. He really threw that ult on me, huh?
Oh, there are actually a selection of avatars to choose from if you do decide to get the program. I can show you real quick.
Where is Baron?
There's the window is actually quite small, but there's like a bunch of like characters here.
I was trying to get
Even furry ones. Like, I mean, aside from this cat, there's like real furry ones. And the burger for some reason.
I actually haven't recommended anyone today. I'm sorry.
A pretty good selection
This might actually be
if
our
you
last
can't
match,
afford a custom one.
depending on the length of it.
There's also a customization for like every avatar too, so even if you do use one of these stock ones, you will not be what's the word? You will not be a clone of someone else. You can customize it to your specific preference, I guess. There's like dogs and robots and reptiles. Even Octodad. Starbound ones. Some Halloween ones. What the? Okay. It turns out there's a PewDiePie in here too. And then of course the Team Fortress 2 ones, which I've used in the past on my videos sometimes. Ooh, this one looks like you. And then there's of course the anime ones. And of course political bullshit too, like Trump and Clinton.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty cool. The creators of this program are actually making a follow-up program, which is supposed to be more detailed somehow. Not sure what they mean.
Burberry, Post Malone,
Sounds like a good idea.
Shiny Butter. Hi, Cringy.
If you can't find it for free, I can just send you the torrented version. Oh.
Thank you all for joining us. I appreciate it. Just in case you guys didn't know, I will be on my own channel after this. We'll be watching the update show
Perfect.
together on my channel
Do
as
that.
well, and then after we watch the update show, we'll be continuing with viewer games on my channel. So whether you're on this channel or whether you're on my channel, I hope you guys enjoyed the update show nonetheless.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle has begun.
Everything from them.
Cancel that.
Let me just reassess the situation.
But then I can't.
Thanks for the heals, man. That barrack is so weak. If we could go get him, that would be great. He's dead. Okay, nice.
I needed that.
Get off me, Grover. Chill.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go, dude. Nice one. Nice one. Yo!
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Capture the objective. I'm on my way.
Nicely done.
No worries.
Get off my point.
I knew you'd have my back.
Get off my point. Get off my point. It's my point. Yeah. Go get him, Ruckus. Drogo's to the madness. I know. Did you see that? Oh hell no. No. Oh, he went after Ruckus. Why do people spam VGS? Cause we're toxic. Yeah, we're toxic. We're toxic.
I needed that.
I don't usually spam it all the time. There are times when I spam it, like when I see a healer looking at me and not healing me. So dead. Thank you for the follow! Hey! I feel like I play as a frontline player deeply. Thank you for the follows, by the way. I appreciate it. After this match, we'll probably just chill for a bit and wait for the devs to arrive so that they can start on time. Depending on when this match finishes. Armageddon approaches. Vora runs away.
They're above us. Keep your head down.
Get off. Grover, why you gotta ruin it? Nice ult, Ruckus. Oh. Can these guys get up my point though? Why? Why is ult? Let's get. Trying to get rid of this Grover.
The computer is building the map. So phase 3 kind of stopped.
Actually land on the point while still protecting myself from Drogos, but I moved just a little bit too far.
I swear if this crosses
I
my
ended up
PC, I'm
missing
gonna...
the point, so it's a bit annoying, but at least you didn't get the kill, huh? At least you didn't get the satisfaction of murdering me. Guess that's all right. I say as he's probably gonna murder me now.
Keep your head down.
No, don't murder me, don't murder me. Still waiting for my food themed skins, hi-rez. Okay, wait. Hear me out. Gummy, worm, Yago. Are you listening? Hi Naya, by the way. How you doing?
Point spawning in 15 seconds.
That's a cool idea.
4, 3,
Gummy mama. Tell me we don't need a gummy worm mama. Devs, are you lagging in the chat? Devs. Hey Roman over, you here. Nico here. Gummy worm mama, please. Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks back out, I think. What a ball. I always forget how much damage these turrets can do, you know? Thunderbird, hit the girl out. Yes! I know you're all here, really. I know you're all watching me.
the game is probably gonna lag like hell because I'm running like OBS, this hammer and phase 3 all at the same time.
Spaghetti Yago. Spaghetti Yago. I don't know why that one tickled me. I don't know why that one tickled me. Oh, my eyes are watering. Stop it. I did my makeup today. I really don't know why that tickled me so much. I just imagined like a massive breadstick on the map. I can't even concentrate now, I'm giggling. Baguette. Oh, I got crippled. I was just about to dash out the way.
Eat my dust!
He vomits out spaghetti and meat. Ceres is dead, so we might have to ult in order to just kind of save the point a bit. All the heals, dude. Sounds like a lot of Eminem fans in chat. Hi Midnight, how you doing?
Okay, this is kind of a problem. The displacement shouldn't be able to darken
Making me really good.
darken the roof tiles here. Yeah, I think my computer is about to give up on life.
I feel like I'm freaking baguette. Okay, what are the fuck would Jagger be? Gummy worm, she could be a bit of spaghetti.
Capture point spawning in 15
What else
seconds.
could she be? Oh yeah, it definitely needs to happen. A croissant? Croissant Yago? Pan au chocolat Yago?
3, 2,
Pan au chocolat Yago ass. A sushi roll? A banana. A banana.
Looks kind of okay otherwise. Let's see what I can do about the shadowing of the I could like erase these.
Inara the mama candy. Inara will be the guardian of the Candylands.
You have failed your
Hot dog Yago.
This might
Long
fix it,
potato.
might not.
A
But
long
we're gonna have to build
potato.
the map again.
Imagine.
And it's almost time to wait.
So we are releasing the long potato Yagara. Good to drop. Right, perfectly timed. Nice. That was fun.
That means I'm probably gonna freeze
right,
again.
So it is what it is now. The countdown for the update show is about to start. So thank you to those of you who joined.
Oh, so she's ending.
I appreciate you. If you're going to be hopping on my channel, !Stargaze in the chat will bring all of my social media up for you. We're going to go and watch it over there on my channel as well. And then we're going to play some viewer games. If you're going to stay here, then feel free to chill out with the rest of the chat and behave. But yeah, thank you for joining us. I will see you guys next week. I hope you have a good day. Bye, guys.
And this is kind of the official weird screen that they usually do. Is my map complete? Yes. Booting. Oh, apparently there has been a T42 update as well. Not sure what that's about since nobody's talking about it, but apparently my version is out of date. Ah, didn't fix it. Okay, well, I'll deal with that later. I'm just gonna put more rocks in the map now. odd. My custom textures appear to be nowhere in sight. Oh well.
Got wandering eyes that I seem to follow. Can only stay still for some time. I've never aligned with the city's pulse, that makes it easier to leave behind. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering that could be the one you're missing. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering I could be the one you're missing. Wondering why I don't know the feeling of walking through these streets like they're mine. Trying to find a way to new beginnings somewhere in a different life. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering that could be the one you're missing. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering I could be the one you're missing.
I'm gonna restart Hammer and see if it detects my custom textures.
Torn from side to side, don't know what's wrong from
It's here, but it's not loading. Ah, this stupid bug again. Okay, it should be starting right about now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our newest and community manager, Romanova. And I am joined today by a familiar face, on this side, Adonis, as well as we have a new face that you may have recognized from other titles of our games, Raidmoot, aka Alex. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. The beard is still there. I see Adonis. It hasn't,
yes.
It hasn't changed.
I know vaccines have become more readily available, and then I got to decide whether I'm going to shave it before I go back in office whenever we get to that point or not. But for now, there is no controlling this. It's just I'm only looking at myself. I only have my animals to judge me, and they love me
Yeah.
no matter what, so it's easy.
And your hair is getting long too. Look at the representation.
Yeah,
my
look
hair
at the
is
little
such long
curl.
hair.
Got a little perm diggity at the bottom.
It's pretty long. It's a little messy today, but
But yeah, enough about all that. The thing we're here for today is,
Oh.
some new content and a new update. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna go into the hunt. It is our first segment that we always do here, folks, where we go into
Alright,
the
bug fixes always
fixes.
come first.
Basically, it's just a summary right now because we will be right now. You should be able to follow along live on the update notes on paladins.com/news. And there's a whole big whopping list there. But we're going to go over some important highlights. A lot of stuff with Yaggaroth, no surprise there. So looks like one of the first ones, and the second one is fixed an issue where Yaggaroth could swap from travel form to planted while banished. And also there was an issue where Chronos and other cooldown reducing effects would not reduce the cooldown of travel form abilities. Now this is a very complex champion. Do you two have any insight on, I assume she's been a little bit of a troublemaker, despite being one of the most unique champions to date we've released.
yeah, she's fairly complex, and I think the biggest part about this is just there's a lot of edge case issues that can slip through, the two we've listed on patch notes. So we have a number of ways to interact with our champions that do different effects and controls, and banishing players, stunning them, slowing them, and then sometimes some of these more fringe cases slip through. But obviously, always thank you everyone in the community for sending in your reports, and our team has been able to tackle some of the premier issues.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I heard she's kind of strong. Yeah.
It's a little strong.
A big worm mama. Who would have ever guessed that would be strong? But anyways, let's go to our last one that we're going to highlight here so we can keep rolling and get into the real good of this update show, as I like to say. So a general fix, we fixed an issue where the inverted y-axis setting carried over from controller to keyboard and mouse when the player swapped input type. I guess that's a really good win because we have so many people that will, play, especially with keyboard and mouse or switch to controller. So I can only imagine this is
No worries.
a step in the right direction, right, gentlemen?
Honestly, who would play inverted?
I mean,
Really,
I mean,
only scumbags would play inverted, right? Down
I
there.
mean, I guess down here below you two, it's one of these things. Actually, I've wanted from playing in play tests in the dev environment for years, where I'm like, hey guys, I'm inverted, and I switch back, and now I'm still inverted. So this is actually really good for me. One of the few who actually plays inverted at the office, and as you can hear, get some flack, but when I'm destroying Adonis, easily, then I guess it's all worth it. So.
Okay, this map is unfamiliar.
Okay,
The background is off, so there might be a map reveal as well today.
No. Well, that again wraps up. Keep sending in the bugs. Paladins.com/bugs. You can always submit bug reports there. There's a channel in the Discord for it. We do see your posts on social as well, and usually share those with each other when it's something new. So keep up the due diligence. We're always finding ones on our own with our QA team in the back end. So the more the merrier. The more we have a chance to fix these, which is very important, as well as looks like we're gonna transition here to balance. So I will allow the balance master here, Adonis, to take over.
They
and talk
reverted the
about,
Barrack buff.
some changes coming to Barrack. It looks like he's getting a health reduction.
Yeah.
What the hell?
There's only gonna be 2 champions on these patch notes for balance, and I'll explain why in the second one. But for now, with all the changes that have gone in, we are reverting Barrack's health increase from last patch.
That sucks.
Ultimately, we think he is landing in a fine spot, and the extra health from 3.2 has really pushed him over the edge into one of the premier characters in our games at all levels. So we're just going to revert that nerf, and we think he will fall back in line with where most of the other top end front lines are. But right now he's overperforming.
Man, he's compensating for the height, by overperforming in game. Don't ever count. Don't
I
ever
expected
count
Andra
Barrack
and
out,
Zin nerfs
right?
actually,
Yeah,
not
poor
Barrack ones.
So looks like we got some for Yagoroth. I like the developer commentary on this. Giant Space Worm is strong. So can you elaborate here with the talent changes, passive, in hand, and ultimate changes for why she's so strong?
Yeah, there's like a larger developer commentary on the patch notes that sits above.
I don't
that.
understand this.
But
Yagoroth was
ultimately,
weak as shit.
We are doing a number of changes to Yagoroth this patch. She's very polarizing. She is definitely winning in all queues at all ranks fairly well. Generally, we're seeing some of the like team deathmatch and onslaught queues, her win rate skewing significantly too high. And then top end siege, we're seeing her sit around 60 plus. So we're doing a couple nerfs. Corrosive acid, caustic spray, initial hit damage is going down from 48 to 42. And then I believe, sorry, I'm lost a little bit. And then her in hand, that was the talent version. The damage is going down. From
Okay,
42
the
to
ultimate
36,
pull thing I can
and the
get behind.
Devour,
She was too
ultimate
hard to
secondary
kill.
health is going down
There
from
was only 2
4,000 to
players on that
3,500, so people can combat into that. This will likely not be the only balance you see for her. We really want to go to PTS. We're going to be watching it closely, and we'll likely make some further adjustments if we think she's a little bit too strong. And there may be some other characters that we wanted to avoid touching, given how strong and polarizing Yagoroth is, that we may make some adjustments to further. So expect more balance in PTS is the summary for the notes here.
Yeah. Again, Giant Space Worm is strong. But, it looks like you have a good eye on her, and the PTS will only help. I know just from seeing how you monitor that. So make sure, too, folks, that when you're playing on the PTS, you give that feedback, whether it's on social.
Oh yeah,
in
the PTS is
official
gonna be
Discord,
released in like next week,
posts,
so you can test the
know,
patch out.
it'll be looked at, even if you don't get a reply. Stuff is always seen for the most part. But that wraps up balance. So that was a short balance section. Unlike the bugs, on the patch notes, you will be able to see even more that we didn't list. That is it for the balance for this patch. Like Adonis said, it'll be a much more of a looking at this kind of thing when it goes in the PTS cycle. So with that, I will wait no longer to let you know that we are going to go into our very first ever event pass, which is called Game On.
Of course it was gonna be game between. Only 2.
So
Interesting.
that was just a little teaser. Little
4
teaser trailer.
skins
We're
were
gonna be going
determined
in
for
game
this event
with a
pass,
lot of
but
these. Now I'm sure
they've
some
only
of you
showed
have
2.
seen our teasers on social, kind of depicting a game theme. Well, you're right. This is kind of I believe the inspiration, Adonis, came from the past digitized in a way, right? Like the digitized skins that we have in game. This is heavily what influenced this, but we went more heavy on the gamer side with these.
Yeah, that's I believe that was the case. Originally, we were like, okay, we're talking about what skins we want to do. A lot of times we'll talk about, let's revisit some older skins. And one of the themes that we really liked internally and we felt resonated strongly with the players and their feedback were the digitized skins. from a couple of years ago. So we brought that style back, but introduced it into some new and unique ways.
Yeah. And we're going to get into the skins in a minute, but I'd like us to kind of discuss, and I'll give the floor to you two designers as well, the new format. So we're doing away here, folks, with the Battle Pass format, and we're doing a new format called Event Pass. And basically features a single track reward system and visual overhaul. We wanted to address a lot of concerns that players had with this, such as some stuff being a little too grindy, correct, and I believe it's only 24 levels now. Would you care to elaborate?
That's quite a jump.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the key points. So we were looking at our battle pass. For the most part, the formula has stayed the same since the third battle pass, and I think we're on like 15, 16 now. So we really took a look at what we were doing.
The
with
last
battle
battle pass was
we wanted
120
to address
levels.
Some of the major concerns that players
So
had.
going from that to
We
24
felt
is
from
actually
a
quite a
visual
big
standpoint,
jump.
having 20 items with a bunch of empty levels, especially on the free track there, was a little bit of fairly wasted space. So we've reinvented our visuals for it. Now there will be 6 levels per track, and so you get to see the items showcased more. And then also, there's not 120 levels, there are 24. So there are significantly less levels that you're going through. And I think what's most important is that every time you do level, we want it to feel impactful. Where with 120 levels,
Grinding this is gonna be easy
of a
if
battle
they
pass, you would
don't
sometimes
make the
go
levels
6-7
more
levels where you're just
XP.
getting XP boosters or gold, and generally something that may be not attractive to you.
Okay, what about the crystals? They put
Another
some
thing we
Yeah,
wanted to
I-
address
crystals in the
Okay.
battle pass that the free players usually
was
would
the
get for
grind.
free.
So we're going to 24 levels, but there's been some XP adjustments. There will be more XP per level, but overall we have cut the battle pass total experience down by about 50%. So it's going from, I believe it was like 59 million to 28 million now.
What do you mean?
So it'll be half as long to actually progress through those, the overall rewards and get the track. Progress through the track and get the rewards.
Yeah,
and
this
it
whole
is a
system
little
is just
bit-
like really. Oh, sorry. It's just like
I was
really
just gonna say
player
it's
friendly.
cheaper, right? Sorry, there's a
Yes,
slight
there-
delay, folks, on the system, so it's like hard for us to.
We're a mess right now. We'll get it figured out, though. Yeah. Romanova hits a really key point here. So a couple changes to this system. There will only be 2 skins and 2 recolors, but the price is going down to 400 crystals. And again, actually completing the track will be significantly quicker than it has been in the past. And it has been announced before, but for those who haven't heard, we're going from a 3-month patch cycle to a 2-month patch cycle. So every 2 months, we're going to be releasing a new event pass that contains 24 levels. And one of the key elements here that I don't think we've hit on is that 1 skin will be free. So players that do not typically
Okay, so
buy
free
into our
players
battle
are
passes
actually
still
getting
able to
skin
free
instead of
skins.
crystals now.
There'll be some stuff we explain later, but you will be able to go infinite as you had with battle passes. There will be ways to acquire those 400 crystals through both the event pass and another system that we're going to be announcing later.
Yeah, so we're gonna go on into some of these skins. So your instant unlocks are a 50% experience boost and gold boost, plus Avatar Androxus is going to be the instant unlock here. So yeah, let's get a look at them. Definitely,
That looks console-y.
I feel the Xbox feels like I feel some Xbox vibes here, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm like sitting in a chair, my feet up on the desk. I've got the controller in hand, popcorn. I'm just ready to game.
The Super
hard.
Nintendo looking Pumpkin was way
Would
better
you say
than
that
this,
you're a
though.
real gamer?
It depends. Usually on weekends, weekdays, I'm a little less real.
Okay.
Max
But look at this
gamer.
skin though. Like they just like completely killed it. I mean, the other thing I was gonna say
gun
like,
is so
all of
sick.
these skins. It is. It's like everything about this is just from VFX. Our VFX Roland, he just destroys it. Our art team nailed it, and then audio, everything. Is
I
just
still like
perfect.
the Super
Kevin's
Nintendo
voice
Pumpkin
back
more,
on
but
this. I
yeah,
love
it's
and
not
I'll get
bad.
into, but this stuff is just great.
Would you say if
Yeah,
he does
they're-
his ultimate, you're rising
I
up
don't know.
gamers?
Ask them.
Oof. Oh no. I don't want to rise up.
I'm expecting there to be a PlayStation
I
theme
do
skin
love, I
too,
think my
so
favorite part of this, there's a lot of things I like about this skin. Oh, and you can see this death stamp there that you'll be getting.
Yeah,
through
there's
the
a lot
event
going
pass.
on.
This is one of my favorite weapons. in our game. It is my absolute favorite weapon for
Oh.
Androxus. It's a much more traditional revolver. It's very sleek. It's a lot of fun. It feels good and sounds good.
That error visits 3D
And then
spray is
there's
great.
a lot of this like digital 8-bit and kind of throwback retro effects to this as well.
Ooh, TV.
You see, just the bits of red and green and black for the reversal, but also the POW when you actually punch someone, which is a lot of fun flavor that Rollin
The
and
sound
our VFX
effects
team
are
put
so
in.
sick.
Yeah.
Is that Thomas? Is that Thomas kicking some
The death
butt with the
stamp
sound
is
effects
the
there?
one I
That's
want.
a Thomas special for sure.
Like,
Look, he's rising up. Rise up, gamers!
oh no.
Oh,
Want to hear
Yeah,
some
it's
voice
just-
lines?
Yes, I do. Give us the voice lines.
this is a Nico special. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Moji.
Yeah, so interesting thing that we actually went through with this voice pack is that we actually went for it with a avatar. So this is not really a person. This is a player behind this monitor actually playing Androxus.
Yes. We are multi-level. This is multifaceted. We're deep in it now.
Oh.
Right? We're
That's
through the looking
interesting.
glass of Androxus, and I think it kills it. I love it.
The voice pack is not of the champion, but of the player playing it.
I love it.
Exactly,
So,
pal.
looks like we are ready to potentially get into our next one here. So this is Full Dive Ying. So if you saw our teasers online, very VR themed. We were looking through a VR in 1P at her weapon there in the teaser that we posted on social. And yeah, looks like we'll be getting into
Do we
her
know
in
what
game
kind of
soon. I
VR
love the color
headset?
scheme.
Do we know what she's using? Like what's she rocking?
Reach out
She's
to our
going
business
Oculus?
accounts
Looks
and
like a
maybe
broken
be
controller.
sponsored.
Yeah. Is that
And
that
by
the
business
is
account,
No,
that-
no,
my
no, no.
personal
It was
PayPal.
Ying was data mined.
I
Yeah.
got
If you watch
people,
my
like,
data
way
mine video,
excited too
there
with,
was
with these teasers. People thinking that
Androxus,
Paladins
Ying,
was coming
Imani,
to
and
VR.
Drom who are getting
I was
some
like,
new
no,
gamer skins.
No, no, no,
But
no,
only
no.
for some reason
No,
Androxus and
just
Ying
Ying.
are being
Just
shown.
Ying has VR.
Yeah, this is a great skin. Again, I mean, like, I'll sound like a broken record, but the entire team has just utterly destroyed it. They've made these. They're so much fun to play with. They look great. The voice pack done by another Kevin is just excellent. Everything is just spot on with this character.
I guess this is the PlayStation counterpart to the Androxus
Yeah,
one.
I'd have to agree.
The
I think
controller
this was
bits
a lot.
kind of
This
look
patch
like
was a lot of fun for
that.
the team as well.
Yeah.
All of us are game developers, and so being a little meta about skins that are meant to represent gaming in general, you get a lot of really fun stuff out of it. I'm a big fan of the full the skin VR suit. I think it looks really good, and you can see like the gloves and the gauntlets on her hands.
Yeah, I really like just I don't want to like spoil it too much, but I like her recolor a lot. The res Ying. We'll get into that after this. We're not showing that yet. We're gonna show you the splash of that, not the in game. But this one specifically though.
No, Ceres isn't
It's
getting
just
a skin
such a
anytime
cool
soon.
design. The effects, just like the Androxus one, the effects on these. I know we say this like every update show, but the effects just keep
Okay,
getting better
that
and
is
better.
cool,
I don't know what
those
Roland's
rings.
doing. Oh,
Oh.
that is my favorite. Wait, do that. Can we do that again? Can we do that spray again? This is the best 3D spray ever.
Real throwback there with the Oregon Trail.
Yeah. Yeah, this stuff is just, it's great. And when we're playing in playtest, we get some of those sprays. You don't even feel bad when they put it on there, end of game. You feel like you
Okay,
lost, and
this is
that's
this
okay.
is gonna be
I
a
was incompetent,
cool
obviously,
event pass.
and it feels
Yeah, sorry.
fine. Makes sense.
My goodness. Let's get into some of her voice lines. How about it?
What a great game, everyone! Yippee! Yippee! You're great at this game! You're great at this game! You're great at this game!
Would you say that she's hype, Kevin?
I rock. Oh yeah, I rock. I tried watching
She
the
is
Titanic
hype?
on my headset,
What?
but it's
Yes.
so
Sounds like
silly.
Would
a
you say that
gamer
she's hype?
girl on Twitch or something like that.
I think
Is,
she's.
is there like a joke or a pun I'm missing here?
No, I'm just
feel
Would you
like-
asking.
say?
Can you
Would you
finally-
say her headset
I'm
might
not-
be a Hyper X?
Oh, see, I'm not. I'm not
Oh,
like
gamer
Nico. I
gamer
don't-
jokes.
Gamer.
Gamer
I don't-
puns. I don't have Nico here to help me with this, so
Yeah.
That-
He
I
does
was
the
about to
puns.
say I'm used to Nico coming up with some interesting puns, and I'm just waiting for it.
okay.
I think
Yang,
we're
more
supposed to have
like
him ghostwrite some puns.
ring.
Yeah, am I
Oh.
right? But but here we go. This is the one I was telling you about, folks. I just really love the color scheme on this
Mhm.
other one. This is
Oh,
your
right,
level
they have
18
recolors
unlock, by
too.
the way. So as you're progressing through this
I think.
event pass, this will be part of it. And then we can transition here in a second as well to your level 24 unlock, which is modded Androxus. There it
Ooh.
is. Whoo!
RGB to death. I love it.
The RGB.
Okay,
Yep,
this one
That's my.
is a bit more cool
It's my favorite part.
than the white one. I usually
show
like
you're a
Paladins
gamer
white skins
with
because they're
the-
quite
Yeah.
nice,
The
but the
shiny color.
Androxus one,
But
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
once
from
again, like, I
earlier
think
is
the
a
team
bit
killed it.
lame.
Also, if I recall, there was some special work put into the capes on these skins. And so you all actually like in game they flow much better than some of the previous cape elements that we've had in the past.
Okay.
Yeah. Check that out.
But yeah, just to let you know, some other things that you'll be able to get, but we aren't going to be
Come
just
on,
showing
get to
off
the
right
skin,
now,
not-
but you'll
not
be able to
this
see them in
skin.
PTS. Is we have some emotes that will be included while leveling up, and MVPs as well in the in this event pass format. So there are 2 emotes you'll be able to get in this event pass from playing through it. One for Inara that is called Drumline. So
the
use your imaginations,
Inara's
and you'll love it when you
emote
see it
was
as well.
determined as
We
well.
won't spoil everything. Zin will have one as well called Flowing Form, and an MVP is coming for EV that is called Night Out. So I'm pretty excited for those. But with that being said, we have some more goodies that tie into the we have some more goodies going into tying into event passes as well as just being part of the general game now. And it's something that involved a lot of really big UI changes and UI work into the game. And I know you two are excited about it.
Interesting.
I know our team has been excited about this. And it's called Trials of the Realm. And we have a specific one for this update coming that ties
Is
into
this
the
a
game
first
on.
person
But I'll let you
or
two kind of
single-player
explain
campaign?
Trials of the Realm. And before I say it, for those who were a fan of the map of the realm that we revealed late last year, there's the map.
Oh.
This is going to be
That looks nice.
the basis for the Trials of the Realm. So go ahead and explain a little bit to everyone out there.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
Frog
sure
Idol
if
down
we,
there.
Had planned to go in game, but I would love to if we can. Maybe Anthony can see if it's actually set up. We are kind of finishing and polishing some work before we get into PTS, so don't criticize some of the smaller issues that you may see. But at a
Frozen
high
Guard
level,
is right here.
we are doing away with what you understand and know about challenges for battle passes in the new event pass moving forward.
Oh, there it is.
Cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Heck yeah.
So the previous
just have to
the
play
previous
certain
system
maps
of
certain
challenges
times.
where you got the battle pass, you had
Interesting.
60 challenges, has gone away where they only awarded XP. Now we are actually going to have a new system called Trials of the Realm that is going to come along with every event pass.
Okay, this is awesome.
Now,
This
if
is way
we
better
go
than
back
those
to
old
the-
Battle Pass
the
challenges.
beginning of the page, you'll see that there are 8 regions that represent iconic regions in the Paladins world. These will not all be unlocked at the start of an event pass. Every single week, one new region will unlock, and so at the start of patch 3
so this is how they
release, we
prevent you
only have
from
trade
grinding
roll
it
available.
entirely at once.
And so we want to do a couple things here. We really wanted players to
Also, this is
progress
like the
challenges, I think,
marker
in a more
icon from
interesting,
Realm.
fun and engaging way
Swords
with
or
our
something like
world
that.
map and lore, which is something that we want to continue to explore throughout 2021. So if we dive into Trade Row here, pretend the others are locked for now and that this is week 1. Players will have access to the Trade Row Challenge Hub, which contains 3 iconic locations from the Paladins realm, the Paladins realm, Paladins lore. Some of them are maps, some of them are just some other iconic locations like the Ruby Throne, where Leon reigns. And players will have 3 challenge hubs to complete in each region, which contain 5 individual challenges. Players will only have access to 2 challenge hubs at a single time, which is not properly displayed here, but you will actually have 2 tickets at the start of each patch, which are going to be shown on the bottom there. And then every time you complete a challenge hub, you get a new ticket, so you can then go and
This
unlock
kind
a
of
new
reminds
challenge
me
hub.
of the
So
contractor
you'll unlock
system
a
in Team
challenge hub,
Fortress
and then it will
2.
contain 5 challenges for you
Like,
to
if you
complete.
complete the
And every
map
single
challenge in the
set
contractor,
of
you also get
challenges
like a
has
star,
their
which
own
you can
reward
unlock
tied to it.
another
And so
map with.
we've got a lot
This
of
is very similar
secondary
to
cosmetic
that.
content, so sprays, avatars, 3D sprays as well. You'll also find crystals and game on event pass levels. So if you are a player who maybe is not interested in game on levels because you
I
have
like that the challenges now actually
grinded
give you
out the
stuff, not
first
just XP.
week of the new patch, and you want to focus on unlocking, secondary content or crystals, you can actually target which rewards you want to focus on. And so these will not relock, I guess, each week. This is something that every week a new set of 3 locations and challenge hubs actually unlocks. So if you
Oh,
don't
so one
touch
of
the
these
game
costs like 300
um,
crystals. That's like
on a
super
patch
cheap.
cycle until week 7 or week 8, you can come in and actually still go back and complete every single challenge that had been released for that event pass. And then so every event pass, once again, like we're going to have new rewards, something that we're going to be experimenting with over time. But most of it right now is secondary content, and for currency, it's primarily crystals. So there will be, I believe it is 300, if I recall, crystals contained in every Trials of the Realm, new Trials of the Realm for each event pass.
Yeah, right here, the information that I have says 300 total crystals, 7 total game on event pass levels, 60,000 total gold, as well as I believe there's 4 avatars, 6 sprays, and 1 MVP pose for this one as rewards that you'll be able to get. And you can probably see those in the update notes. Like if you physically want to see them, I believe the avatars and sprays are listed, folks. The MVP
Okay,
pose
that's not
is
the
for
price. That's
Maldamba.
just what you can
So
get from the
also really
challenges.
exciting that you can get all this kind of
I
stuff
hope
from
this doesn't
here
cost like
as well.
600 because there's
So
like
just
less
new
skins
ways
in
to
this one
get
than the Battle Pass.
content that is, also new and exciting. And as you see, like it looks like they're going to be themed around whatever each event pass is as well to tie into them. So it's a way for all kind of players to kind of get involved and have some more stuff to do, and a more fun and engaging way, I think, to do challenges in the game.
Yeah,
So
and it feels like a journey, right? It feels like you're going somewhere. That's what I appreciate. I like to walk and see new things. Thank you, Paladins.
yeah,
I'd
thank
like
you,
some new maps now,
Paladins,
please.
not Adonis or Alex.
Yeah, thanks, Paladins.
But
Also,
with that being said,
shout out.
oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Oh,
go.
I just wanted
You
to
go.
shout out some of the members of our team. Jeff Belio, 2D concept art lead. He's the one who drew that map and really, I think, made it pop. Not really shown in there, but there's actually different visuals depending on whether you've unlocked the region or whether it's locked, unlocked, or completed. So you'll actually see the map visuals shifting as you actually go through your journey in the Trials of the Realm. And then also Cam,
Yeah,
our
shout outs to Cam.
UI UX designer, fantastic job on this as well, and programming from Benjamin Fix. So thank you,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of our team.
An amazingly talented team indeed. And with that said, more talented pieces of work that we're gonna get
Ooh.
into. All right.
Ooh, time for a new champion.
We have a new mount for you all,
Oh.
and we're gonna go into it now. There is a sparkling
mount?
stallion mount coming in this next update.
Oh, it's
Wow.
that one. The one that
Whoa.
was data mined.
Trade in
I feel
my
like I've seen
Honda
that
for
before.
that.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I'm not gonna pay
But
15
will
bucks
be
for this shit.
available for I believe $14.99 US. Contains the Sparkling Stallion mount, as well as 200 crystals and 1 deal of the day token. So
Oh,
there's a look at it. I like its bow. Oh, look at those! Look at
the deal of the day token is actually quite useful
the
for people
colors,
Look at
that
that
don't
trail.
have stuff. But
rainbow,
Yeah.
the trail.
as someone
trail
that
off
has
the
almost
tail.
everything in the game,
The tail
this is
trail.
kind of useless. Yeah, it
This
does
map's a
feel
lot of fun.
The mounts from Realm
also,
are going to
For those
be
that are wondering,
a
this is
staple
actually going to be
for
replacing
Paladins
the
for a
Dragon
while,
Rider pack.
I guess.
So if
Because
you want to
they
get
have
that
already
mount
ported a lot
now,
of them over,
I
and
would do
there's
so
still a
before
lot
patch 3,
left.
because this will be the new mounts DLC pack that we actually have in our store.
They're basically
Heard it
just
here, folks.
poaching everything from
Out with
Realm
the
until they can, and then
dragon
just gonna shut it
And
down.
with the unicorn. And
Yeah.
a unicorn indeed. That overall that the mount's pretty exciting, as well as I'm gonna say it now. If you don't use that mount when you're playing as Rom, you're a coward. So you
I already have a
need
pink
to
horse.
you need
You
to
are a
play
coward
Rom
instead.
and ride the beautiful sparkling stallion mount. But with that, we are gonna transition into, we have new chests coming. And I know a lot of you have been
Wait,
wondering who
since
these
when?
other 2 skins that we've been teasing are, since they are not in the event pass. We have a chest called the Digital World chest. But the thing that we're going to first show you here is one of the skins. The chest will be available
they
March
put their own
31st
Demon
for
skins
400
into this
crystals
chest.
each roll. Champion skins in there. We have Digitized Bomb King, Digitized Zanara, Battlesuit Eagle Eye Kinessa, a few others. But the important ones are these new ones that are a Rom and Imani skin. So we are going to go into the splash here of Rom. R-O-M. R-O-M.
Okay,
Rom.
that's kind of cool.
More RGB. Yes, please.
Could never
Give
get
me all the
enough. This
RGB.
skin is a lot of fun. Also, I think one of my
Yeah.
favorite elements once we actually get into the game is the Juggernaut on ROM, is always seeing what Rollin cooks up from a VFX perspective. And so the trail you see, maybe a throwback for some who are aware of it.
Just look at the weapon too. Like it just, the colors like going in and out. Yeah.
There are actually, there used to
As
be
always,
actually a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
of test maps that would fit
Our
the
entire
RGB
weapons
theme
department
quite well.
killing it.
They aren't
Makes me think of
playable
sprinkles.
anymore,
Adam
but
worked on
I
this
hope
one.
they return. So, I mean, as a full map. Is that
Here we-
stream jumping around or mine?
Oh,
Oh my god.
it's just so good. It's wild.
The 8-bit rainbow running at you is very scary, I must say.
That's
Yeah.
Rom
Just shut up and take
sconces
my
out
money.
the 4.
This is really. This is my
Check it
first
out
time
right here.
seeing the
Alt
chart
F4.
in game. Oh wait, let's do it again.
It's so good. Oh,
Is he saying frag them?
Yes.
He's definitely saying frag them. Oh my goodness.
and what do those little buttons say on his gun? It's seems a little toxic. Oh,
Oh,
the
you missed
emote.
it.
What did it say?
this
Alt
is
F4?
really
What happened?
pulling
Should I
me.
try that right?
F4.
Should I
Yeah.
try that right now? Hang on.
Yeah, do it,
Oh. Whoa, look at that.
Alex.
Look at those.
Oh,
Look at those. Oh, hold on.
Donut,
Look at
you
those
got
tasty
this.
memes, as they
This
say.
bad donut.
We have a lot of fun
Those-
at the studio. I'm actually surprised when
Oh
I saw
my
that. I was
goodness.
like, I
It's
can't.
raining.
believe
It's
these
raining
guys-
memes.
We've got through. Wait, is that a healer AFK?
When I think of ROM, I think of memes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I mean, this whole skin, it's a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of very fun visuals with it.
It's 400 crystals per just
The
roll.
weapon is like
It's
shines. I'm a
unfortunately
big fan
a
of
bit
the skull on the weapon.
on the high
actually
side,
rotating through
so
the
I'll just
RGB
wait for
color
the
scheme.
just to go on
and you
sale.
actually see that reflected to the right side of it.
Yeah. And we also have a as well that it will not be in the chest. It will be available for direct purchase. Is a other color variant of this skin.
Good job.
We'll get into that after the voice line.
Sarcasm functionality
Sorry.
confirmed. Good job. Sarcasm functionality
Oh, it's-
confirmed.
I like this aggressive computer, but you know,
Compared to what the battle has had,
like I want to hang out
there's
with
a lot
ROM.
more
I'm also a little
crystal
terrified. It's a good
spinning
place
here.
to be.
It feels like. So the event pass only has like 3
WOO.
skins.
That's the
Androx,
best way to say woo,
Ying,
actually,
and
is
the
WOO.
Androx 3 color.
Absolutely.
This ROM one is in a chest,
Yeah.
which is
So
400
I
crystals,
was
and
mentioning
there's
heatsink
another
ROM, and
ROM.
here it
Yes,
is.
this
We're
one.
gonna
That's
go right into it
separate
here.
purchase.
Definitely a
You're gonna be wasting a lot of
fiery,
crystals if you want all of this.
variant
Yeah.
here. It makes me think as if my PC had melted. My PC is on fire. That is literally what this makes me think of. Is my
So this is the
might
Intel
need to
version.
go, get a new hard drive, but this one hits the hard drive home for
Yeah,
ROM
this
here.
one can burn and never burn out, right? So that's what ROM does.
Yeah.
And I believe this skin will be available for 800 crystals direct purchase. So the
Yes,
base is in the digital world chest, and this recolor is available for direct
800.
purchase.
That's
And
eye-watering.
with that, we're gonna get into our next skin here for Imani, named Imani.
Ooh.
And here she
Who names
is.
these, honestly?
Probably Nico. Probably.
This kind of reminds me of Street
Nico.
Style a little.
We love you, Nico.
See, this is the thing, Alex. Kevin's not here, so if anything goes wrong, we can just blame him, and he can't defend himself on patch
No.
notes.
Oh, I
He's
think we came up with
Yeah.
these together, so it's definitely a dig
It's
against myself as well.
priced Intel worthy.
It's very good. Is when I say who named these, it's kind of like, is there an Oscars for the video game world, and can we make it? Because this is great.
Oh, I mean, I award myself Oscars for naming every
every day. Ooh, look at
Oh,
that.
the
Those
frost
cute eyes.
bomb.
That's so good.
The sounds are so great.
Yeah, more kind of
Mario's
these
fireball.
8-bit effects, very similar to, again, our digitized line from a couple years ago. A lot of fun with these.
I love that she's kind of like the 8-bit person, right?
Catch me if you can.
It's kind of like the Bomb King.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, even though it looks so cool, there's just so many terrifying Amani players, and at least in our playtest, that I see this and it kind of gives me nightmares because I know
Yep.
I'm about to get destroyed very quickly.
Yes, you will be melted, as they would say.
The best part is the dragon,
When
probably.
we look at her ultimate here, yeah, we're gonna need to
Oh,
try
yeah.
and switch
Low
this
poly
to,
dragon.
Oh, there we go. I love breathing pixels and
I thought you were just gonna say I love breathing. I do too.
I do love breathing. Don't get me wrong. All those polygons. That's what I meant to say, not pixels. All those polygons that we got there.
Yeah. It's so good.
Killing spree.
There it is. There it is.
Night of Incompetence. Yeah, and then you got to spray with this skin as well. And then you have one with the player select with all 4 of these lovely, lovely skins. So
Yeah,
let's
every
get
piece
a
is
view.
just so good.
Yeah, absolutely. And we should get a look here before we go into seeing what her recolor looks like of her voice lines. Take it away.
Why do my friends keep inviting me to bonfire parties? I like my current save point. Oh, oops. JJ. Oh, you're playing great. Oh, you're playing great. Yeah, I am pretty good if I do say so myself. Run the gauntlet. I've beaten it more times than you can count.
Love it. So we're gonna go here into the
Kind of.
recolor, which is Genesis Imani. This one is my favorite of the two.
Genesis?
I know I said that for, I think it was the Ying one as well, but this one I just love purple. Purple's my favorite color, so
Where's my
I'm a
damn
little
Mega Drive one?
biased for this one. But this one is going to also be available for direct purchase, folks, for 800 crystals. And the other one, the e-money,
yeah, they're
will be
really
available in the digital world
squeezing the
chest.
crystals out of the people
So,
this patch.
With that said, I'm just gonna go over a couple chests as well that are coming, just to kind of talk about it. These are also on the update notes as well, if you've had a chance to look at them. We have the Battle Pass 2019 chest coming, which will be April 14th, and that'll have various shore patrol skins you haven't seen yet. Since the Battle Pass, it'll have pirate treasure skins you might have not seen yet since the Battle Pass, and some of the Wild West skins, as well as some other ones, I think, like Steelforge, etc., thrown in there from previous ones. But those are the three Battle Pass
This might be
2019
something
ones
up your
that are
alley,
making their
Donut.
way back there. As well as we have an Arcane chest coming, which will feature Dark Monarch Leon. I was mixing up Leon and Ying because Ying's next. Divine Daughter Ying, Squadron Ash, Hustler Strix, Pyre Lord Magnus Corvus. So
Yep.
there's more to it as well. And then there is a Community 2021 chest. This is a start of something great for all of you. That chest will be available on May 10th, but not for purchase. It will be one that
So they
how
put
we do
community
weekend,
avatars from the contest into
bonuses
this
where we
chest.
give you avatars and different things. There will be
It's probably
a
gonna
time
be
during
either a
the
cheap chest
anniversary
or
of
an
Paladins,
expensive
since this
chest.
is the first theme is based off the anniversary
Cheap
of
because
Paladins,
it's
where
community
you'll be
ship.
able to just
Expensive
from
because the
playing the
community
game get free rolls
people
on this
want to
chest,
get paid.
and the pieces inside are avatars made by the community that you may have seen on our social networks, and you can see on the patch notes as well who the winning avatars were. So with that being said, we have a new champion that you might have
Oh,
seen a
yes,
little bit
time for
about today on
Octavia.
social and maybe the last couple days. Yeah.
We've been wiped out. We can't hold.
Okay, this
Commander
actually looks
Octavia?
kind of cool.
I'm
They've
gonna
done this
heal.
sort of stop motiony thing.
This isn't over yet. For the round.
Okay.
And there she is, folks. Octavia the Indomitable. Probably one of my favorite human champions we've made to date. I really, really, really just love all the love and effort and work that has gone into her design from the design side, which is one of the reasons we have Alex here today. Alex was the designer for her, as well as she was concepted by Jasmine, who works for us. Shout outs to Jasmine for really pushing and giving her that beautiful look that she has, and making her just such a tough and strong looking champion, to be this fierce, leading kind of lady that we have here in front of us. But I'll let you take the floor here before we go in game with her, to kind of give us
Sure.
a little bit of background.
Yeah. So yeah, this is my very first champ. This is our next champion after Yagharoth. This is Octavia the Indomitable. And real quick before we start, just let's appreciate that cinematic, because I think we've only had it up for a little bit, but it's just like everyone has just been blown away by it. It does her justice. It does everyone justice that's in that trailer. But I just want another shout out to just that whole thing, because it's really cool. But yeah, so we have this new champion, Octavia. She is definitely the commander, right? She gets in here. She's someone who's
Cool.
she takes the battlefield. She knows how to win. She knows what she needs to do to get her team through, but she never loses sight that the enemy could be her ally tomorrow. So she's someone that wants to fight, but not just for her side. She's fighting for something larger. She has this new the difficult task of dealing with something like Yagharoth and what she can do against them. She's a little bit older. She's risen up through the ranks, but she's not affiliated with a lot of our other champions. And she's someone that made a name for herself, and she gets out there and she's going to help her team and also be a good person, because that's kind of what Octavia is all about.
Yeah, I think her story's been so cool, and it was a blast kind of working on the influencer kits that went out to people, kind of just giving a background on who she is, her enlistment into the magistrate, as well as she has a prosthetic leg as well too, and you can see
Mhm.
it there. I seen people, and I asked this myself about this is one of her ones she wears for combat. I would assume she has
Yep.
not just one leg for everything. This is like the one with her outfits. Like I saw people talking about heels.
Right.
They're like,
Too bad
they were
she's a
talking about the heels.
magistrate champion.
No,
Hey, if she
that's
can
not how
fight
it
in
is all the
heels,
time. Yeah, she can do anything.
Is it possible to easily showcase her passive at the start of this? Because I think this is her passive really embodies what Alex was saying at the
Apparently,
start.
yes.
Okay.
Tambo says.
Anthony's already
you.
ready. He's already prepared for this. So
He's
I'll
ready.
let Alex run
He's ready.
through what her kit is specifically and kind of the major themes that he and the team are trying to hit.
Okay. Sure. So I guess what we could start even before you get a look at this gun here, but we and I do think you need to be in the spawn room to make those changes, but we can just take a look at this gun real quick. This is the first look. This is her marksman rifle. This is the type of champion that we wanted to design. An interesting note, we wanted to, on design side, is take the concept of, can we make a weapon that's interesting and actually build this champion around it? So we've had ideas for champions, and we also had this idea for, we really love the DMR style, the marksman rifle, this semi-automatic, high-power rifle that I can bring to the battlefield and just like, not dominate, but just really kind of like be that in between of like, I'm not quite as strict.
So basically, she's a jumping sniper.
So you see, it's kind of that semi-automatic style. I have to pull the trigger for every shot that I make. So I'm not holding it down and just letting it fire. I have to pull that down and make that deliberate choice. And this is the unaimed. This is our non-ADS fire right now with the marksman rifle, which, interestingly, to try and get around some of the problems of just running up on a champion, we'll get into it, but her rate of fire is a little higher when she's not ADS'd, and it also does a little bit less damage. So that's just not, we don't want players to run up and just, pull the trigger right in someone's face and say, good night. Like, it won't be that easy. But yeah, if we could take a look at the passives real quick, now that we're back in the spawn room, let's see what she's working with. So this is this is a big change. This is something new for our champions. And I'm really excited to see how players use it. So at the beginning of the match,
is this?
You're going to have 4 different passes to choose from. You'll only be able to choose one, and it will stay with you for the rest of the match, for you and your team. So we could take a look real quick. We've got
Where the
Commander's
fuck did the
cooldown.
talents go?
That's going to give me and my team 10% decreased cooldowns on all of my abilities except the ultimate. So that's my movement, that's my primary, that's my alt ability.
Are they
Anything that I
bringing back
use
the
is gonna
fourth
have a 10%
talent
cooldown.
again?
Now this does not, it stacks with Chronos, but those are diminishing returns. We also have Commander's Credit. So this is for every 5 champions eliminated by my team, every member gains 150 credits. So this is just going to be, hey, as a team, we're doing a lot of work. We're getting more credits as a team, right? We're getting that war chest, and we're saying like, yeah, I want to make more purchases. I'm going to choose this if I want to give my team a little more. They can make independent choices.
This is new. This
Next,
is
we have
interesting
Commander's
too,
Shield.
because
This one's really interesting. This
talent
one was
or
kind of what we
whatever
wanted
it
from the
is,
beginning. It was one of the
passive,
first things we designed.
works for your team
this
as
is-
well.
Every time I respawn, I get a 500-point personal shield. So you think of like a Torvald bubble shield. It is 500 points. It's not
I wasn't
huge, but
hoping
that's
for
going to
much,
give
but
you
this
just
is
a little
great.
bit of extra time in that initial fight. Once it's destroyed, it goes away until you die and
I
respawn,
was
and then you get
expecting
it back.
her to be just another gun
And
barrack
lastly,
character.
but not least, we have Commander's Ultimate, and right now it gives you and your entire team 15% increased alt rate charge for the entire match. So again, that's
Holy
really nice. You
shit!
can stack it. It's like a 1.5 of the morale boost, and it's just something that, hey, I want to give this team because I like my
Extra
comp.
ult.
I want to give them a little more
That's very nice. Very
oomph
nice.
when they're choosing
indeed.
their ults. So this whole idea, this passive system, is just to give Octavia that choice when she jumps into the match and she's like, how do I want to play? How do I want my team to play? And like, how do I want to counter what the other team has? So this is just to play into that idea that she's a commander and she has maybe access to things that some of our other champs don't. And whenever you select one, we did a lot of really good UI work. Cam and our programming team, they made it look really awesome. So you
Come on,
get to
come on,
choose
pick
this,
one.
and Jeff did these great 2D arts here. I think these look awesome. And whenever you choose one, we also will display it in your loadout
Yep.
screen, so that as an enemy,
Also
I
the
know
Nerf
exactly
barrack at the
the
start
enemy
of the
team or
show
my team.
too,
I can
so-
highlight over it, and I can see what we've
Yeah,
picked
rip tanks.
and what I maybe should play around. And we didn't want these to be really complicated, right? These are pretty simple to understand. I don't have to radically change my play style, but they just give you a little extra strategy when you're playing. And I don't know, like, what do you think, Kevin? How do you feel the passives have been in like play tests?
Yeah, they're interesting. I think stats are sometimes hard to feel, but I think what it does really well is it emphasizes what this character is trying to do from a thematic standpoint, which is be a commander and provide, opportunities for her team to succeed, rather than be something that is, more selfish options where she just gets, stronger damage. It is something that is what is best for my team, and I from a design standpoint really love that an Octavia player gets to make that choice, and depending on the situation, some or the matchups, like some passives may work better against a specific comp or with a specific composition. So I'm really excited to see kind of how players, when they get their hands on her, are selecting their passives.
Octavia, let's go.
Correct. I mean, it's
that's-
just it's a lot of
gonna be
fun to
painful.
look at the other passive in a match, especially when there's two Octavias, and you start to think like, okay, maybe they're going to have
I
this
am in
personal
pain
bubble shield.
already.
Maybe am I going to like attack that very first point differently or after they respawn? So it's just like an interesting, small but impactful change. But we can go in, and if it wasn't said before, she is our damage. She's a new damage champion. She has 2,200 health, and we had started to look at it a little bit, but we have this marksman rifle. We had done a little bit of that un-ADS, or where I'm just kind of firing the weapon. I can really fire it off pretty quickly. It doesn't do a lot of damage because the real meat of Octavia's kit is aiming down sights. And when she aims down sights, she gets this really nice, again, the weapons team killed it, so we get this nice shift in. It's kind of like a Strix, it's kind of like Vivian and Victor, but we wanted something a little more impactful. So we get this really cool custom reticle on there. And now when I fire my weapon, I'm dealing more damage. She's going to be dealing
They will
500.
not
It says
die.
501.
Not yet, amigo.
That's not the final number, but she deals 500 damage, and there is a drop off. So she's effective about up to 900 units. As you can see, she can hit pretty far. She can put a lot of pressure on the
This
point,
reminds me of
but
Scout
this is the
from
main way that
Counter-Strike.
Octavia deals damage. She doesn't have a lot of abilities that are going to deal damage otherwise. So we wanted to put a lot of power and impact into her weapon.
Like Scout weapon,
And as you can
not
hear, and I don't know how everyone
from
feels
Team
about it, but
Fortress 2,
the
Scout
weapon
weapon
is just,
from
it sounds
Counter-Strike.
so good. I think Thomas nailed it. That semi-automatic, like heavy
Better.
rifle feel.
Yes, right in the nuts
Yeah,
for the Nando.
Thomas killed it. Thomas kills it every patch. But I was particularly impressed with this weapon. It feels hefty and it feels powerful, especially when you connect with the player. More so when you get a headshot. It feels like it comes with a heavy hit, and it does in a lot of cases.
Yep. And
Yep.
you might notice something a little different with this weapon fire too. Like, as you're watching it, you can kind of see that if he's firing, like, if our cameraman's firing, like, you can tell that the weapon kicks a little bit. It's not like I don't have perfect accuracy when I'm ADS. I have to actually, like, the weapon, it needs to adjust a little bit. So if I really want to land all my shots, I need to find, just like that good DMR style or that good marksman rifle style, I need to find a good steady cadence for my firing rate if I want to get the maximum accuracy. But that does not mean that you can't just sit there and like, hey, I need to fire. So she's definitely like dependent on, it's good if she's got ammo, right? She's gonna be one of those characters that you're probably gonna be running deft hands, but like so much of her power is in this gun, and I think it just feels great.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of where she landed ultimately.
Yeah.
But I think the rest of her kit also is gonna highlight kind of more of the aspects that she provides from a commander standpoint as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's get into that. Let's jump into let's jump into it. Let's see what
Yeah.
commanding leap
Also,
looks
she
like.
is a damage champion. I've seen some people in chat asking about that.
Good night.
Yes.
Yes.
She is damaged.
And so one of the ways that she gets around the map is she can jump, but she has this commanding leap, and it's no joke.
Fine, command the leap then. Show us. Fantastic.
So
Somebody
as
in
you can
chat
see,
also
she has
asked-
the.
I was just going to say, people have been asking about the passive abilities that you showed. They want to know
Yep.
if that's for every champion or just Octavia.
I'm over.
So right now, this is just Octavia. This is a special passive that she receives. So when you pick
Oh,
Octavia,
so
you're going
everyone
to
else is still
have the
stuck with
opportunity
talents.
to pick any of those passives. Once you have Octavia, they're all unlocked. It's not like talents, but right now only Octavia
Yeah, or
has
Buck.
these abilities. But the whole team
Buck
will
also
benefit.
jumps like this. Or Io. Io can also
So
jump
yeah, as
backwards
you can
and
see
side-
here, we
sideways.
have an 8-way, an omnidirectional leap that gives Octavia just, she's a damage champion, but we also wanted her to be able to, if someone jumps up on her, we want to give her a little bit of escapability. We want her to be able to move, and that's exactly what this ability does. But we didn't want it to just be a leap. So we've actually added in another layer, another combo. So if the player jumps and then aims down sights, something special kind of happens. So as you can
That
see
is
here,
cool. That
you
is
get a
cool.
brief moment of midair stasis. I can leap, and I can activate this at almost any time. There is a slight clearance on the ground, and you'll just play and you'll kind of feel that out. But I can leap, and as soon as I ADS, I'll stop for up to 2.5 seconds in the air, and I can fire. In this kind of in playtests, we've found that this is delivering a really interesting play style where players now are like, it's easy enough to track, but you don't know when she's going to use it. You don't know if she will use it. And it just gives her a
Yep,
moment where she
pretty
can,
much.
she gets like a huge power moment. She's not invulnerable. She could take full damage during this. She can be CC'd, she can be thrown around, but it feels so good to use. And it's such a good moment for you to maybe jump over a ledge, pull up your weapon, fire, drop down. There's just a lot of opportunities for counterplay and interesting moments for Octavia.
Yeah, I actually think one of my favorite moments that I've experienced in playtesting was getting knocked off a map,
The rings.
and then activating this because there are some height checks where it's not exclusive to her jump, if I'm correct, Alex. And actually being able to
Correct.
take out the player that ended up knocking me off, and I still died, but it really did feel like a power moment for me, and you get that a lot with this element to the ADS while falling. I think it is a lot of fun to play.
Yes.
You are also super vulnerable and exposed because you are just a damage dealer with 2200 health hovering in the air. So it is
Right.
something like players have to make an active choice on when to use it and how to use it to actually make this effect useful.
Yep. And thank you for pointing that out, Kevin. But yeah, I can use that floatability when I just jump off, right? It's best paired when you're using your leap, but hey, you can jump off a high ledge and pull that out and give yourself a couple seconds of floating. So yeah, and we have some cards, and you'll see that as you get to play with her in PTS and when it does go live. But there are things to help in midair. But at base, yeah, you need to take care of her. You don't want to just jump at all times and pull that up. You might actually put yourself in a bad situation. But the next part of this other commanding kit, is what we're calling her distortion field. And this has been,
Oh,
which I
smoke
think is
grenade
usually
thing.
a sign of there's a good design going on, but this has been pretty polarizing in our playtest.
Oh,
There are moments
guess
when we
so.
pull this distortion field and players are like, this is great, I love it. And some people are like, oh no, why, right? So what we have here is a distortion field. Right now, she deploys it. It lasts for 4 seconds, and it obscures the players inside of it to the enemy team. So this is going to be a little complicated to explain. It will make perfect sense when you play it, but we'll try and do our best. So an Octavia can throw this out, and you and your team, so everyone on Octavia's team and Octavia, can see into it and out of it. Enemies cannot see into it, and enemies can't see out of it. So I'm kind of creating this nice opaque bubble where I can
that's
hide
interesting.
or I can disorient enemies. So I can use it offensively or I can use it defensively. The other part of this is that
It's
it
kind
does
of
not
like
block
in my
damage.
data mine with
It only
kind of like
obscures
wipe,
vision.
in
So
Valorant
players
there
can
is a
still fire
similar
into
bubble
it.
thing
Or
where you
maybe
can see
I throw the
inside and out
distortion
of.
field out thinking
So it's
that I'm
kind of like
safe
that, but
and,
different.
you know, a Willow dead zones it, or a Tyra throws out her firebomb. There are counters, but this created
You won't see me.
really interesting gameplay moments where
Yeah,
I
pretty
can
much.
leap, I can land,
Except
or as
in a
I'm about to
grenade
land
form.
throughout my distortion field, I have a place where I'm hiding. It's just a really cool moment.
Yeah, and we should be able to showcase off an enemy throwing it. Anthony, if you want to do a spawn test spot. Oh no? Octavia space distortion field in quotations? Should use the ability on cooldown?
We'll see. And while we're doing this,
in
like
quotations, sorry.
the
no underscore.
the VFX and programming on this was awesome. Roland completely killed it. So this is what you're going to see. Thank you, Kevin and Anthony. But that is what an enemy distortion field looks like. As you can see, you can't see into it. We'll get into one slight discrepancy with that, but right now, Octavia, she throws out that distortion field, and okay, I can't see into it, and it creates this really cool disorienting effect. I'm slightly slowed while I'm inside of it, but she's gaining control. Now, because of Octavia,
That's
we
actually
added
a pretty good
little
way
bit
to
of,
counter
like, an
Jagerath,
interesting combo.
actually.
So an Octavia can always see into distortion fields. She can see into an enemy's distortion field. She's the only one that can do that. So while your team can't see into an enemy's distortion field, Octavia can see into all of them. So if you have two Octavias, she's going to be a little bit in the know. She's going to have a better idea of what's going on at all times. But as you can see, just real quick, like
Yeah, it's a
this
little
VFX,
short, but
and I don't know how you all feel, but
it
like,
has a lot of
Roland killed
utility
it.
for it.
It looks
If you make
just
it any
amazing. This
longer,
kind of
it's
fractured
probably
glass
gonna be
look
okay.
is just so cool.
Yeah, I'm a big fan too, mostly for, making sure to pull it out from a lot of our other shield-like abilities. Because one thing from a gameplay effect standpoint is that we don't want people thinking this is a shield that is going to block damage when they're inside of it. And so I think Roland did a great job of differentiating it from something like Makoa's shield. So you can understand that I am not invulnerable in it, and enemies, can also shoot out of it. So you are not safe just because this is on an enemy. They can still kill you.
Or to corner them in.
And
Yeah.
and we've had a lot of variations of this in playtest. We didn't want it out all
However,
the
you
time.
are still putting like a big, massive bubble
we
around
put
your
this on an
healer,
18-second
so
cooldown.
the enemy team can still
you won't be,
assume
I didn't
her
want players to
relative
feel like it's going to
position.
be constantly showing up, that you're going to be like fighting within these giant distortion fields the entire match. Like, you'll see them a good amount, but we didn't want it to feel oppressive, so there's some things there to try and help that a little bit. But yeah, just this in combination with her leap, the distortion field, it's just like the kit is just, I don't know, I love it. It's been a lot of fun to play, and it's been a lot of fun to play.
Come on,
against.
get
I
to the
think
ult.
the way her kit has evolved, it's, if you really like those like super hype moments, those really good 1v1s, those really good like intense last second saves, she provides a lot of that. And then, we can look at like, how does she clear the battlefield? What's her ultimate like? And we kind of went through and we found that maybe she needs something that is just going to push the enemy down. She wants to say, hey, let's move forward. Let's finish this fight. So we've created something called the creeping barrage. A little bit of a Victor feel with the barrage, but instead I cast it
Yeah,
once,
pretty much.
and it goes out in a line. And again,
Okay, that is way
Yeah.
cooler than
I think
what,
the ult
what
speaks
I
for
love
was
the
itself.
effects on
determined.
that.
Yeah, we went through a ton of iterations on this to get it to feel good. Ults can be tricky, but I think we eventually got this into a place that has been really fun to play with. Roland, again, in our programming team, like the way that the circle expands to let you know where
Imagine
it's gonna
this in
hit
Ice Mines.
is awesome.
It's
So let me
the
go into a
perfect
couple of
fuck
facts
you
as it keeps
button.
firing off here. Like, this is a creeping barrage style ultimate, so Octavia is going to fire it, and then she can move around, and wherever she's pointing when it launches, that's the direction it's going to head, and it goes in a straight line. As you can see, there's slightly alternating beams. The other part of this ult is that it's essentially two parts, and it's a little hard to see, but it's there. So you have a pre-fire beam, and then you have the large beam that comes about a half second behind that. So that first initial beam does a small amount of damage if it hits. It's kind of hard to hit, and it also pops shields. So if someone's unlucky enough, or if
Oh.
they get hit with it, it will destroy.
Yeah,
their
this is a
shield.
fuck you button for shields
The
then.
other part, then, that second beam is the main damaging section of it, and that's going to deal, as you can see here, about 850 damage within that radius. And this also will cut through the world, right? So think of like a Furia beam. It will hit everyone in the level. If you're at the top of a building or at the bottom, it hits everyone along that line.
Yeah, I think the most fun I've had with this ultimate is actually playing around it on the enemy team. Because of the pre-fire beam, as an enemy, you can clearly see where the large beam is about to hit, but it can get very chaotic if you are already in the middle of a fight, which I think is what makes this ult very interesting. Because it's very easy to dodge when you see it coming, but in the middle of a fight or in the chaos of war or a battlefield, it can become very hard. And I've
He's
actually had
explaining why it
instances where
is hard to dodge.
Panic
If you're in a
sets
fight
in, I get
and
hit by
dealing
the
with
first
3
beam,
enemies,
I actually dash
your
into
attention
another
is
one,
just
so
going to be spread
it is
too
kind of that
thin
like
to
chaotic
evade it
battlefield,
properly. Also in tight
situation where
spaces,
something
you're
that is
just not gonna
easily
see where it's
dodgeable
coming
when you
from,
see it coming
and
becomes,
not able to
very
react in
powerful
time.
and
Good night.
hard to actually recognize.
So on big open spaces,
it
it's
adds
kind
to
of
the
useless,
chaos,
but
and
on
the
on
way it's
tight
designed is I'm
areas
pushing down that
and
lane.
angled correctly,
maybe we
kind
have
of
this
like
final
Gen
push,
Assault, it's gonna be
and I
really
want
good.
to kind of zone the enemy out a little bit, but it's not as you can see, 850
You
damage.
can't, but
it's
the
not
enemies
an extreme
can't.
amount of damage. But as Adonis just said, like maybe I panic and I start to fly back. I'm trying to get away from this now, and now I'm kind of going back into it. So there is a little bit of just you got to keep your cool. You can move around it pretty easily if you give yourself time to think, but it provides a really cool moment of like, I need to take cover, or I can't really, I just need to get out of the way. So yeah, the ult has just been great. So let's take this last bit of time and kind of look at her talents.
Oh, she does
And
have
we've got
talents too.
3 right now, and you know what? Let's
Looks like
Yeah,
the
let's start
first
with
one's
Hell or High Water. Correct. This is a leap talent. So now when Octavia, it alters her leap. So whenever she jumps and she lands, she creates a healing pool for her and her allies. And Octavia gains, for that duration, she gains no ammo consumption. She's the only one who gets that. So her team gains health and she gains some health, but then she is not consuming any ammo. And this talent is just kind of not
That's
like,
pretty cool.
hey, this is my last stand. Let's fight. And I think this is your default talent. And then next we have one called Asymmetric Warfare. This is going to be altering what we just talked about, her ultimate. And this is just kind of like, let's supercharge it a little bit. So now the ultimate is going to deal. Oh, I'm sorry, not Asymmetric Warfare. Asymmetric Warfare is a little different, but we will talk about that anyways. This is my bad. This is the Distortion Field talent. There's so many words. This Distortion Field talent now will deal damage to enemies within it and heal allies while they're inside of it. And as you can see, we also did a treatment on the VFX for the bubble. So this, while you have this talent equipped, your VFX is going to have that kind of really cool electrical look to it that Roland just, I think he nailed, and I thank him so much for getting that in because it just looks so cool. So yeah, you're damaging your enemies and you're healing your allies.
That's
so just
kinda
another
cool.
moment where it's like, hey, maybe I want to play this a little differently. Our final talent is Display of Force.
We'll just have to
This
see in the
will
PTS.
alter the way that you use your ult just a little bit. It supercharges it. So now my ultimate is going to deal 1450 damage, so 600 extra damage, and it will root enemies
there you go.
if they are hit by that pre-fire beam. So this is like, I just want my ult
More
to deal
damage for
more
your ult.
damage. I really want to control the battlefield more with it. That's what this talent is for. I mean, yeah, that's Octavia's base kit. I'm really excited for everyone to get in there and play around
Please
with her,
alt
and see
F4
what
to
it feels
improve
like to kind of
performance.
jump and fire, use that distortion field, and to kind of command the battlefield.
Yeah, that's gonna be insane.
Yeah, let's go into some voice lines and see what it sounds like, because I think the voice actor, she killed it.
Yeah, I remember we had so many great auditions, and this was definitely the top tier.
Yeah.
Well done. Just excellent. I'm no hero, just a leader. Team, you inspire me. Mission accomplished. I'm no hero, just a leader.
This time we
Hey,
just
there's no
release
fighting allowed
is the
out
main of
here.
my existence.
This is the battleground.
Yeah, cool. Let's look at that. Yeah, that's our
Stock recolor.
the recolors here. These look amazing. No hat this time. She doesn't need it.
Oh yeah, this is her Maverick skin. So this skin will be unlocked through the season pass. So if you haven't already got it, you definitely want to get it to get
Oh,
this,
season pass
which is
recolor.
like
Interesting.
very, to me, it's very magistrate-esque. So I really like that as well. And this will also be
I thought it would be
unobtainable after the
more
season pass
interesting
2021
than just
is
red.
finished. So you want to get this, and I believe you also will receive an Yagoroth one as well if you haven't purchased it already. This is her commander skin recolor. This will be unlocked with 200 crystals or 60,000 gold for those who have that abundance of gold there.
Okay, this
And I
is the
believe
gold one.
the 60k gold there. What is it? In our yeah, if you're playing through those Trials of the Realm, you get 60,000 gold at the end of that. That's a free commander skin there. As well as Golden Octavia. So this, just like any other golden skin, make sure to always take advantage of those 2x champion XP weekends when we have them. You'll be able to get this with Mastery level 50. So yeah, I think that this is a very exciting update. I'm really excited that we're doing
Yeah,
more
it's a decent
updates
one.
in a year.
Some of their gold
as
ones
well.
are disgusting,
I'm excited
like
that we're going to
Inessa.
have more event passes more often. We are going to the 2-month cycles, and then this is just one of those one-offs too, just to let people know where a champion is releasing at the same time as the event pass. I believe there will be other ones where, correct me if I'm wrong, Adonis or Alex, where the event passes will release by themselves without a champion, and then there will be times where it's just a champion still throughout the year, or there's content releasing at the same time as a champion. Correct?
Every patch should contain a new event pass. And champions, we have a pretty aggressive plan, but ultimately we aren't committed to announcing dates that we can be like 100% sure. We want to make sure that the champion's in a good spot. We're happy with it internally before we actually release to the public.
Yeah, and I think so far she's looking great. I can't wait for people to try her out on the PTS. PTS, we don't have an estimated date, but there are a few tweaks and stuff going in there. So just make sure to stay tuned to Paladin's social media for the announcement when that goes live. It's not going to be immediately after this or anything like that, so just have a little bit of patience. But we hope you enjoyed everything from Game On, event passes, Trials of the Realm,
Seems
all
like
the
a
way
pretty
to
good patch.
our brand new champion,
A
Octavia.
bit pricey, but
and
okay.
yeah, any last words from the two of you before we sign off?
I just want to say that I'm extremely excited, and I can't wait to see what people think about and like how they play Octavia.
Same here. Shout outs to everyone on the team from all the art disciplines, programming, QA, especially QA. They deal with a lot of us in general. And congratulations to Alex for the
It's a miracle.
soon-to-be release of his first champion. I think he did a great job. And we're really excited to hear your feedback on Octavia once we get into PTS and then live.
Yeah. Everyone killed it and crushed it. And I can't wait to see, this person who can face off against Yagoroth in our game. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, champions, for watching at home. And until next time, we'll see you. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay, so that's the update show. I'm gonna go and point patch notes and see if the event pass is gonna actually cost anything or not. If the event pass is like absolutely free, that's just wonderful. The event passes are gonna cost 400 crystals each. Not the best price, but yeah, that's okay. Oh, there's 2D colors. Okay. This one. Ooh, the frame is kinda cool. Oh, the balance. There wasn't much, just a couple nerfs. Where the fuck is it? Balance. Barik has been nerfed. He lost 600 health. Yagarath got big nerfs. The ultimate form that you have to deal damage to it was lessened from 4k to 3.5, so that's good. The caustic spray got reduced. I don't know what this is, but it got reduced again. As well. Then there is this caustic spray that got initial damage reductions. Yeah, like Yagarath was absolute trash. Why did nerf her? But I suppose it's that they're balancing by the numbers, so I don't quite understand it always. These are all the bug fixes, and that's all that there was to balance this patch. Not a lot. So the next patch is probably gonna have like a massive amount of changes. No Zin or other nerfs yet. No, actually, Barrick's still better off than he was previously because before the health buff, he had 3,200 health, so that's still 200 more, I think, if I'm correct. There is no other change to Barrick, and there was no other buff to Barrick prior to Yagarath either. So yeah, they pretty much just reversed the nerf. The buff. These are the community avatars. Community chest. This is only available from events. Interesting. Let's see. I have everything from this chest. I have everything from this chest. I have except for these two, I have all the other ones, so I'm gonna get a Kennedy new skin. But yeah, why so expensive? Leon? Yeah, short patrol Leon. It's the red one, probably, not the yellow one. Also, why do you fucking have to ask $15 for a Realm Royale mount? That's not even that good. Yeah, red most likely. You have tide of incompetence, indeed. Oh, this emoji one is pretty good. Ah, there's the Frog Isle. Timber Mill is somewhere like here. Cool map. 10 out of 10 would look at again. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna go into Paladins right now because I have to wake up early tomorrow. But yeah, that's the stream. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Yeah. This one.